So this week the discussion board is on assessments and ethical guidelines that pertain to assessments. And the text that we have uh, states that assessments are but one tool that counselors use in practice. Um, and it also states that the welfare of the client is an important part of assessing a client. So, multicultural issues arise as well when choosing the appropriate assessments, and that would be race, gender, ability, and language. Um, if in the test taker rights and responsibilities guidelines for testing professionals, it states that we should provide upon request about general information, info about retesting, info on scoring, and various other items in the guidelines. And when it is already the testing professional's requirement to do so, that's what the ethical guidelines say. That if we're keeping the welfare of the client in mind, then we have to be thinking of that welfare as we do these assessments. And we should give them information about the test, the scoring, any questions they may have. But in the guidelines here, um, they're just saying upon request, which I think is already our responsibility to get that information to our client. And if the person has a disability, they can request accommodations. Again, that's something that the test giver should already take into account uh, when a client is disabled in any kind of way. And I found that the International Test Commission in 2001 set forth guidelines that are more comprehensive and have more ethical guidelines for testing professionals. It covers more of the multicultural issues in testing, and are a little bit more precise than the list that we had to choose from today, and especially the guidelines for test takers and testing professionals that I use to read. Um, and the ethical guidelines that pertain to testing, scoring, and relaying the scores to individuals is something in that set of guidelines that is way above and beyond what I read through that test taker responsibilities and test giver guidelines. So that's the thing to me is when they're talking about upon request, that's something that surprised me because I thought that was something that we need to go ahead and you know get informed consent and stuff like that. And so that's where I'm at on this. Thank you.